Welcome to Transformers Masterpiece Theater. I'm the Rusty Mechanic. This video is brought to you by Madhaus Collectibles. Today we're looking at Fans Toys FT-31B Magnum, aka Wildrider. This is the second figure from Fans Toys that'll make up the Stunticon team. When you do get him out of the box, you do just need to extend his arms and his kneecaps. His feet also do slide forward. Now the screws on the back of the knees for my figure were so tight, the screws had actually made an impression in the plastic and the knee panel was seized. So I actually had to loosen the screws on the back of the knee panels just so I could slide them up. Another well done rendition of the G1 Transformers character, cartoon accuracy while maintaining the appearance and details of a real world vehicle. Fans Toys has done it again. But I'm not totally blown away here. Don't get me wrong, Magnum lives up to the Fans Toys name in quality and engineering. Paint scheme's fantastic, but it is just another carbot. It's got a simple design, it's got a simple transformation, and I just didn't get the same joy out of this figure that I did figures like Phoenix or Road King or Sheridan. Let's do a comparison to G1's Wildrider depiction. Yeah, the metallic red face, which matches the paint on the arms and legs, metallic purple eyes. Fans Toys also kept these two Frankenstein bolts on either side of the head. I guess that's what they are, which is awesome. My figure's head seems very loose. It likes to flop around a lot, but might just be my figure. Go down to the chest and arms. You've got the tires on top of the shoulders, just like in the cartoon. Color of the arms are nice metallic red or maroon, gray around the elbows. There are the side view mirrors that are on the back of the arms. Would have been nice if Fans Toys had found a way to fold these away somehow. Not a big deal. Chest is silver with a nice blue paneling or squaring on either side. Again, Fans Toys paying attention to the fact that the squares on his chest plates that are above the blue squares are not actually symmetrical. They're actually different sizes, different design. Lower half of the body and legs are all flat gray with a metallic finish. And the sides of the legs have the metallic maroon color as well, which ends up being the striping down the side of his alt mode. Even this detail here that looks like large flathead screws in the front of the feet, again, just paying attention to that detail. The only inaccuracy I saw with this figure is the clear red panels that make up his kneecaps, but they are a welcome touch. They've got some very nice circuitry details going on the inside of the panels, so it doesn't look that bad. Nice clean back, just a small backpack going on here, but it does appear that there's a backpack in his cartoon depiction as well, so again, being accurate. Just quickly go over his articulation. So look at the head. He does have a head tilt back this far. It's no head tilt forward, and it is on a ball joint, so it does rotate 360 degrees all the way around. Shoulder rotation does pivot out all the way up to there. It's on a ratchet joint, soft ratchet joint on the side, so it's got 360 degree rotation at the shoulder. Elbow joint, more than 90 degrees. Can go all the way up to the wheel. Does have a bicep rotation, 360 degrees. And also has the wrist rotation, 360 degrees. There's also his fingers are on individual joints, double pivot at all the knuckles, so lots of articulation there. The thumb is just a single thumb. There's no pivot joint at the knuckle here, but it is on a ball joint, so you can move it around. So he does have an ab swivel. He can actually go 360 degrees, which is part of his transformation, so that's why it does rotate 360. There is no ab crunch forward, and there is no pivot left or right, so it's just the swivel. Individual hip plates in the front. He also has individual hip plates in the rear. Leg articulation. Very stiff ratchet on this as well, but it does go all the way back, and it comes all the way forward. It does have it's a ball joint rivet, so almost straight all the way out to one side. A little in, it does hook up on the sides of the figure here. Thigh swivel does rotate almost all the way around. Comes inside a little bit. There's no rotation at the knee. Knee pivot is very good though. It's a double pivot again as part of the transformation, so you can actually get his leg all the way back to there. And his feet, there is good rotation back. There's also there's like a 90-degree angle tilt. I don't know if you would ever use it all that far. It rotates out a little bit. It doesn't go up or forward at all or up. It does hit off this panel here. Magnum does have one irritating tendency with the feet when you're doing your posing. It does have this tendency of sort of sliding backwards towards the rear of the feet. Again, not a huge deal, just something to be aware of. So the face swap just works like this. So this notch in the top of the forehead, like I was talking about, just pull forward on this and it will remove the forehead. The forehead is just a couple of little pegs. And then the face just pulls forward. Same idea, it's just a peg in the back of the face. And this is the alternate face, so a bit of a angry looking face. Same idea, it just goes right into that hole there. Press the face into place, and then the forehead with its two pegs goes right back above the head. Again, it just slides right into place. And it's as simple as that. The only other accessory that he came with was the laser rifle that he has here in his hand. Again, lots of nice details, and again, it does match his G1 depiction. Now let's do a quick size comparison. Here's FT-31A Road King, Hasbro MP02 Soundwave, and finally MP20 Wheeljack. And if we take a look at Mike Lorber's size and scale chart for the G1 characters, we can see that, again, Fan Toys is keeping in line with the MP scale. And if we take a look at Wildrider compared to Soundwave and Wheeljack in these pictures, we can see that Wildrider is just above the line there, while Soundwave is at shoulder height at that line, while Wheeljack is obviously below. So again, Fan Toys keeping in line with that masterpiece scale. Do a review of his alt mode. There's an amazing likeness here and lots of real world details that match up to a Ferrari 308 GTB. All the other details, the placement of the headlights, the hood grills, side scoops, the shape of the car, instantly make this car recognizable as a Ferrari from the early 80s. Now, the 308 GTB is similar to the car in the early 80s TV show Magnum PI, which starred Tom Selleck. This kind of explains the nickname Magnum from the TV show. This really hits all those nostalgia feels for all of us that may have grown up in the 80s. And as you can see from the picture, very close match to his alt mode, to the actual real-world vehicle. As usual, Fan Toys is paying attention to a lot of those alt mode details while maintaining some cartoon accuracy with the metallic maroon stripe down the sides of the car, but also holding true to that real world style with the 5-spoke chrome wheels that were typical on the Ferrari 308. Really nice clean bottom, no kibble at all here. This is one of the cleanest carbide modes that I've seen. And it also has these very nifty flip-up headlights, which there's a notch on the back. You just press in, which will cause the light to flip up, and then get your fingernail in there. And flip-up headlights, again, just like the Ferrari. His weapon is storable in the back of the car, right behind the hood. You just need to flip the handle back to get this notch out, and then it just slides into a notch in the back here. Fan Toys started taking a cue from Hasbro or Takara with a lot of the other Autobot car modes where they can store the rifle in the roof. Blue Streak and Prowl come to mind right away. But unfortunately, again, there's nowhere to store the alternate face, so maybe it just goes in the back of Road King's trailer again? Quick size comparison for his alt mode. Here's FT-31A Road King, Hasbro's MP-06 Blue Streak, and everyone's favorite yellow Lamborghini MP-39 Sunstreaker. Overall, a decent figure from Fan Toys. The robot mode is fine. The paint's really nice, but otherwise, again, it is just another carbot. Alt mode is beautiful though, as it has lots of nice details. The weight of the alt mode just makes it feel like a brick when you pick it up, which gives you that sense of quality that you'd expect from Fan Toys, so that's always nice. Hope you enjoyed this review. Please let me know what you think in the comments below. Shout out again to Mike Lorber for creating the G1 size scale chart or poster. Mike is a graphics designer and does a lot of good work, so if you're ever in the or on the lookout for a graphics designer, please give him a shout. Madhaus Collectibles for getting me this figure as quickly as possible. Excellent packaging, awesome to deal with. Make sure to subscribe to my channel so you don't miss out on any of my upcoming videos. Again, please be sure to check out the links in the descriptions down below. And of course, please make sure to hit that like button. It really helps out a lot. Again, this is Transformers Masterpiece Theater. I'm the Rusty Mechanic.